Hello guys, so welcome to KO tutorials. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we have started with the texturing of this restaurant interior over here. So now what I'll be doing over here is like, I'll go into this and we have assigned the metal texture over here. I'll go over here and I'll take a parameter of color over here, so I can add some material between this. So if we can add a color correction material or a color material, alright. So I'll just right click over here, I'll just remove this, I'll go into the maps and I'll add a color correction over here. I'll just connect this and I'll connect it over here in this way. So I can just go over here into that and I can slightly make it darker as well. So if you want to make it a bit darker, so I can push it towards darker over here a bit. So I can make this changes over here. So I have added one color correction panel over here that was at the center, and if you change the hue and shift, that is going to affect that. So if I want to make it a bit darker, I can slightly make it a bit darker over here as well. So I've added a color correction between these two. You can just render it once and see. Okay, this looks a bit better. Even if you want to add a gradient between that, that is also possible over here. So first let me see any other maps are available with it. So I'll again go into this. So what other maps are there? We have metallic, we have base color. Both are the base color. Anything can be used. Roughness, okay. That's what the maps we have. We don't have much maps, so that's totally okay. Again I'll go into this. Again I can go into the general, and if I want I can add a gradient ramp as well. If you want to add a gradient map, I can add a gradient map as well. Again I can go into this. Again I'll go over here, and again I will take a gradient over here. So you can either go with this ramp or I can go with this. So if you want to connect it, I can go with that as well. So you see a difference over here. Once you add a gradient over here, you want to add some colors to it, that is possible. On the other hand, you want to add some darker shades, that can be added, and we have the noise parameter as well, fractal turbulence. Again, I can render it. Oops, it's going more towards yellow, so it's better I won't put this. I'll just connect it. As we did it. Alright. Now, again I'll go over here and let's select the wall. Let's go into the material and let's take a Vray material. If you want, we can unwrap this. I'll go into the bitmap over here. Let's go into the textures, and we do have this color map. So what kind of maps we have? I can add a map over here, and if you want to assign it, you can assign it over here. Let's go into this and let's add a roughness map. Into the roughness, let's go into this. Let's take a roughness map. Again, I'll go into this, and if you want, you can take a normal map as well. So I can go over here and take a normal map. So if you have a normal map, so you can take normal map as well. Shift A, Vray, bump to normal. So you can take any of it, bump to map or Vray, bump to normal. You can take this and let's connect it with a bump map. Go into this bitmap, and we do have a override option. I can override this. Let's go into this and let's give some tiling over here. I can add some tiling. Alright, so first I'll save the file once. Let's go into this and let's take a UVW map, set it as a box. So we can render this once, and if it doesn't look dark, we can add some colors into it. So again I'll go into the material. Can add some reflection to it, and let's render it once again. So again I'll go over here. That's the wood over here. I want to make it. You can increase the tiling over here. Let's increase the tiling. Alright, looks better. We do have a displacement map as well. If you want to add a displacement map, we can add a displacement map as well. Alright. So again I'll go into the material. If you want, again I can go into the maps and I can add a color correction. So I can just connect it. Now, what I can do over here is like, once you've added it, you can even change anything, the brightness or whatever you need. You can make it darker as well. If you want to go towards the darker stuff, I can do that. That's possible. Or even if you want, make it as normal, that is also possible. So you do have the monochrome, the invert, the custom colors. Okay, I'll just make it as normal. So if you want to add something, so that is possible over here, that can be added. So what I'll be doing over here is like, I have assigned a bit of reflection. I'll slightly reduce it, render it once again. Okay, this looks better. Alright, so guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So please like and subscribe my YouTube channel if you're not subscribed yet. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the coming tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.